I know it's late for you guys, so let's get into the game predictions. Finish this thing up. Game predictions and throw out a couple bold predictions. I'll throw it to the young gun first, Mr. Brett McDurphy.
Gosh, love that you're throwing it to me first. My bold prediction for the game is Josh is going to throw for 5 touchdowns, and
Okay.
I think it's just going to be a game where we're all clicking on all cylinders. I have a feeling, and this is my first bold prediction before the game even starts, that the person that's going to lead the charge for the Buffalo Bills this week will be Damar Hamlin. And the electricity in Highmark Stadium is going to go off because you know how much energy he's going to bring to the city. So I really believe that he's just going to come out there and you're going to see a totally different side of the Buffalo Bills. They're going to be laser focused, ready for this game. So I say 5 touchdowns for Josh Allen. And I also say that there will be 3 interceptions, one of them for Tre'Davious White, one of them for Jordan Poyer, and then the other one is going to go to Dean Marlowe. So I'm going to throw it out there. I know we've talked a little bit of crap about him, but I think he's going to have an interception in this game, and he's going to hand the ball right to Damar Hamlin while he's on the sideline.
Oh, that would be a great moment.
So are you saying Damar Hamlin leads the Bills out of the tunnel?
I'm saying
right when the game starts.
Yeah, you know how Shady McCoy, how Shady McCoy hyped up the crowd and everything before the game last week.
Yeah,
I'm saying Damar's going to do it, and he's going to be the one that comes in there and is the legend of the game. So I have a feeling he's going to be the quote unquote legend of the game because he is a legend. He's already a legend in Buffalo.
Absolute legend, man.
I cannot wait to see that if he does do it because it's going to be incredible, and I can't wait to watch that. But it hasn't been announced who's the legend of the game yet, which they normally announce Tuesday or Wednesday. So
that is
interesting. I think something sneaky might be happening.
Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. So what's your score prediction?
Score prediction for the game, I have the Bills winning this game 41-3.
Wow, holy.
A lot of points,
man.
A lot of points. I'm looking forward to tons of points, and I just think that the Bills are just going to outmatch the Miami Dolphins. And I have a bet going on with fellow YouTuber Dollar or Less Food, and I just want to see him have to wear a Bills jersey this week. So I'm looking forward to that. Even though the series is tied right now, we shook hands. We said he was going to do it after Buffalo beat him. And I said, you know what? Let's save it for the playoffs. Well, I'll let you do it after the playoff game because I have a feeling we're going to see you in the playoffs. So I'm looking forward to seeing him have to wear a jersey this week.
Well, you should hang out with the Mafia King with that prediction. 40, and Mafia King saying 72 to 17, and you're saying what, 41-3 was it, or was it
41-3? Yep.
Wow, good stuff. Love it. Let me throw it to Sean for your score prediction and a couple bold predictions.
Well, I said last night 28-20, and that's with either quarterback going. I would love a blowout, trust me. I just think because it's the playoffs, because it's rivals, it's going to be a game that we don't want where it's super close. But I wouldn't be surprised if we have a blowout. I just think I'm leaning more towards it's going to be a close game, 28-20. Bold prediction is going to be on defense. Rousseau's going to have 2 sacks. Trey White will have an interception. And Matt Milano will have 4 tackles for loss.
Nice.
And then offensively,
that's a lot of TFLs. I love that.
Yeah.
And offensively, we're gonna have Dawson Knox 2 touchdowns.
Okay.
And then Singletary is gonna rush for 100 yards.
All right. I love that. I love that.
I don't know if that's bold though, because I think
it's bold.
He could probably run 100 yards at any time, but I'll give that as a bold prediction.
All right. Jake, let me throw it to you. Your score prediction and your bold predictions.
Yeah. So the Dolphins without Tua have been averaging 16.8 points per game.
Yeah.
Last game they scored 11. I'm going to split it right down the middle. I think they score 14 points in this matchup. I don't think it's going to be a total blowout in terms of the score, but with the play on the field, I think the Bills put up 29 points to give us that 15-point victory that the Fins that Miss Fins, what was it, Miss Fins?
Yep.
Was saying they'd lose by 15. I think we're going to win by 15. Then she changed her prediction 35-32. I can't see the Dolphins putting up 32 points. Let's throw that right out the window. I think it's going to be 29-14 Bills, and no field goals are going to be kicked. I think on one of those touchdowns, we're going to go for 2. Just to add a little insult to injury. You know, it's a rivalry game. We're in the playoffs. Let's have a little fun out there. Damara's back. He's going to be leading the charge. Brett, I agree with you on that bold prediction. Absolutely love that. Part of me is a little nervous, though, like for him to even be on the field, like on the sidelines. Like I'm a little nervous, but we got to get through that because I think that's a moment that people are looking forward to. But you're also like, man, the last time this guy was on the field, like he collapsed. Like it's a terrible thing that happened. So I think we got to get over that for sure. I think obviously for him too, that's the only place he wants to be is on the football field. So, but that man, just to have his energy on the sidelines, like that is what a boost it would be for us. But I like 29-14 Bills. And I think we're going to ride this through, guys. I think it's going to be a total domination across the board. I'm going to say one of those touchdowns that the Dolphins score is going to be a garbage time touchdown. So it's going to be 29-7 going into the fourth quarter. They're going to score maybe a garbage time touchdown or something like that, and that'll be it. So I feel like for bold predictions, I got to go with my guy, Dean Marlowe, to get an interception. Not only an interception, he's going to take it to the house, Mike. 68 yards for a touchdown.
Wow.
Yes.
I don't know if he can even run that far without collapsing, but we'll see.
Don't say that.
That's a long. That's a long
I mean, he's
run.
only 30.
You're out of shape. I'm just saying he's gonna just be gassed out by the time he gets down there.
Brutal. I think, I think Dean Marlowe is going to have himself a day. You know, just to add a little. I'm going to double down on Brett's prediction there a little bit. I'm going to add a little extra. He's going to have a pick 6, so that's going to be a bold prediction for me. And then I think on offense, we're going to have a 100-yard receiver, and it's not going to be Stephon Diggs. It's not going to be Gabe Davis. It's not going to be any of those guys. It's going to be Dawson Knox. He's going to have himself a hell of a day, not only because he's on my playoff fantasy team, but because he's due. He scored touchdowns in 3 consecutive games. I think he's an absolute nightmare and a total mismatch for that defense. I love Landon Roberts. I love those guys that they have on defense, but I think for him, it's a chance for him to shine. You know, we can get him underneath. Anytime that guy catches the football, he wants to run someone over. So I'm going to see – I think we see a few angry runs out of Dawson Knox. He's going to be featured on Good Morning Football on Monday morning. It's going to be incredible. So I like him having over 100 yards and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Beautiful.
That's a good prediction.
I love it. Dean Marlowe, please watch the show. Please,
biggest Dean Marlowe fan you'll ever see.
Please prove me wrong and do what these young men are predicting that you're going to do. Return a 68-yarder for a touchdown. Get a pick 6. These guys believe in you. Prove to me. Prove it, buddy. Let's do it. I know he's going to catch the show because most of the Bills watch this show. We know this. 100% guaranteed. So with that said, one of my bold predictions is that Devin Singletary catches the show. He's super excited to know that I won the bet. He says, man, this guy believed in me. I'm going out on the field. I am going to drop over 100 total yards in this game. I'm not saying he's rushing. I'm not saying he's receiving. He's going to drop over 100 yards, and he's going to score a touchdown. Now, that may not be that bold, but for when you think about the Bills that normally don't get those numbers for running backs, he's going to go off, and he's going to be, when he gets in the end zone, he's going to pull something out, and it's going to have Jake on there. And so, Jake, don't ever doubt me. He's going to have, because all these players, they think through these things. He's going to pull that out, and it's going to say, Jake, don't ever doubt me again. Don't.
Love it.
So, love that one.
Barbell on me.
Yeah, that's right.
Barbell on me.
Barbell on Jake.
I then, sticking with the running game, I also want to give some love to Mr. James Cook. He really had been coming on strong. I think he breaks one for the longest run of the season, whether it's a touchdown or not. It'll be over 50-yard run. He's going to break it. Might be for a touchdown, might not be, but I see that coming. And then for the score prediction, I think I said this on the show last night on Miss Finn's show. I might be off by a point or two, but I think the Bills put it all together. They win 34-20. And when I say put it all together, I mean, we really haven't talked about this in a few weeks, but it feels like for the longest time, the Bills just haven't had 4 quarters. They haven't put it together for 4 quarters. And for whatever reason that changes this game. They put together 4 good quarters and are able to win by double digits. Maybe even rest some guys towards the end of the fourth quarter. So good stuff there. That's it for me. Not going to go too crazy with the 51-72 scores, but I love it.
We had a 74-0 prediction. So
man, I'll tell you what, that's
love it.
unbelievable.